Welcome, everybody. This is the Save Point Podcast. We are finally back. And when I mean finally back, we are finally back. We haven't recorded for about 3 months now? 4 months now?
4
months? Yeah, so we apologize with that. I think we can probably call this a new season. I think we're on, season 5 now? I guess? Something like that.
I'd say so.
I just what is it? I just renewed the our hosting site, which is podbean.com/the Save Point Podcast. But if you're already listening to us, you probably already know that. So obviously, you have to pay for your hosting site and all of that. And I am I think we hit 4 years. So this is 4 years doing this.
Happy birthday to the Save Point.
Yeah.
Happy birthday!
It was actually today's May 6th that we're recording. May 8th was the actual first recording. May 8th, 2018 was the first recording of the Save Point podcast. So
man, I dropped the ball on this one. I should have waited a couple days.
Yeah, you dick.
The fuck?
Yeah. But we do have, we're always adding people, and people then want to leave and join and stuff like that. So, but we do have, this time we're not losing anyone. We're actually gaining somebody. So we're happy to have Weeb join us. So real name is Juan, but we call him Weeb. Weeb, how you doing, man?
This is the part where you unmute yourself.
Yeah, this is where you unmute.
Sorry, I was coughing because I was taking a hit. That's why I as soon as I heard you introduce me, I was like, fuck, I shouldn't have. I was like, all right. Yeah. Hey, y'all. Darth Weebo. You guys call me Darth, Weeaboo, whatever you're more comfortable with. I've known Chris for years. Literally just met Dan, over the course of several times gaming together. I don't know what else I should say about myself.
I really think the first time that we actually said hi on Xbox, it was hey, what's up? And you're like, hey. I'm like, oh, okay.
Yeah. It might have been either a late night or I was also stoned, one or the other.
So if people can't guess, he will be a certain type of character on our podcast.
Oh yeah, baby! What you see is what you get. I don't hold anything back.
The funny thing is that as we're recording this, all I see is your icon, so I don't even know.
You'll see me in times to come.
Yeah.
Right now, I'm just decompressing from work.
Yep. So welcome. We will get more into getting to know you, Chris. Obviously, you guys know that. Just talk to Chris, and he's there, and he's here, and he's everywhere, and the beard is filling out nice, my friend. I like it.
Thank you.
Yeah,
I like when you beard up. It's good.
Yeah, you beard up.
Yeah. This job allows me to have it. So the second they said beard policy loose, and I'm like, oh
boy.
Did you say I don't have to shave all the time? Yes.
No, you do, because I like caressing your legs when they're just nice and smooth.
We're gonna edit that.
And usually I do that while you're sleeping.
Definitely gonna edit that out.
So, and the guy with the smooth legs here is Ryan, as always, joining us.
What?
You got smooth legs, man?
Yeah.
No, I'm like a chia pet.
So maybe I like that.
Before or after it's been watered?
After. Way after. The thing's been sitting out for a while.
So, as we said,
I had a beard that was literally, you couldn't see my neck. That's how long it was not that long ago, and I trimmed it down. That's how bad of a chia pet I am.
The question I have is, do you have hair?
On my head, no. Just on my face.
Yeah. So,
you're like one of those woolly willies, dude. Just drag the hair from another part of your body to your head if you ever want it back.
You know what? I wish it was that easy. I don't shave my head by choice. It was just nature telling me it's time.
Speaking of nature, I got Gorilla Glue. It comes from real gorillas.
We do not endorse or advertise that here at the Save Point.
I don't want to know how you gather it. So
Really
feces.
carefully, and a lot of bananas.
So, Juan, what are your?
You've never milked a gorilla? It's got milk. If it's got nipples, you can milk it.
Yeah,
It's more challenging to milk a bull.
Hey Ryan, I got nipples. Can you milk me?
I love Meet the Parents.
So no, we'll get Chris. I get where you're going. Shit, I don't even know.
So Juan, Weeb, Darts, what are your hobbies?
Yeah, let's get to know our new guy for a bit.
Well, we know one of them already.
Oh yeah,
milking gorillas
and decompressing after work. We'll just say decompressing.
We'll call it that. That's its code name. So obviously, decompressing.
There's no code name at this point.
Photos of parts of the city that I visit around. I live in and around Chicago, so usually have my phone taking photos of everything like I'm some damn tourist. Recently got back into drawing, and obviously love to play video games, listen to music, that kind of shit. Yeah, a little quick rundown of me, some of the stuff that I'm into.
You didn't talk about milking gorillas.
Yes, milking gorillas is a part-time hobby of mine.
That's very dangerous. That's a passion.
It only happens on.
That's a passion.
It's part of the reason why I'm not allowed at some of the zoos. So I gotta keep going to the zoos that are further and further away.
That's why I saw that sign. I was like,
that's why it's not often. Weed? Yeah, it's exactly Like I have to find new ones that haven't heard of me yet.
At least they had the courtesy of using your code name on the sign Weeb instead of your actual name. I give them credit for that.
True. So what have you been playing lately?
Lately I've been playing Call of Duty because I both hate myself and train my reaction time. It's one of those games that like I'll not tooting my horn that I'm pretty good at, but like I don't enjoy playing it. It's more just like I said, just training my reaction time, and like I can't ever just sit back and play this. I have to always be at the edge of my seat, staring at the screen like I'm like a 12-year-old experiencing games for the first time. Like it's the only way I can comfortably play Call of Duty, because if I'm sitting back, I'm not doing good.
Speaking of that, are you like the 12-year-olds? Like when we were younger, we used to have like the scrambled porn. So like we would like squint our eyes and be like, throw our face like forward and be like, "Oh, that's a tit. Found it. Saw a tit. It's right there."
And anyone listening around our age, if you're denying you did that, you're a fucking liar.
Yeah, there's two kinds of people two kinds of 12-year-olds that used to watch porn: people who admit it and people who are lying.
Are you kidding me? That's the case still now.
Yeah, right.
So,
no, I was a little bit more advanced when it came to my 12-year-old porn. I would fucking watch. Wait, hold on. Let me rephrase that a bit. The porn that I watched as a 12-year-old.
Where's the editor?
Oh, I'm making notes. Believe me, I'm making notes.
Oh God.
So yeah.
Oh, that's beautifully
the porn that I would watch as a 12-year-old. I managed to get some VHSs from people who will remain unnamed, and I are unreferenced for their protection. But yeah,
that makes it sound worse. That makes it sound so much worse.
It does.
Fuck. Family, cousins.
Oh God.
Yeah, they would give me like porn movies. Like hell yeah, dude.
So wait, it wasn't from the stranger in the van down by the road?
No.
So wait,
no,
Ryan,
the guy in the van was his cousin.
Yeah, he said so.
So Ryan, I think what is it? We so Ryan and I grew up probably 3 miles at the most from each other, if that. So
we literally lived on almost opposite ends of a town.
Yeah, basically that was it.
A town with 4 stoplights.
Yeah. So I think what is it? What was it? Channel 79 on cable? I don't know what cable. I forgot what cable we had. This is before Dish and all of that. This was just normal cable, like Time Warner cable or whatever it was.
Black box cable.
Yeah, black box cable, and I think it was Channel 79 was the scrambled porn station for us.
I can neither confirm nor deny. I know these facts.
Yeah. So,
God.
Now talking about video games.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah,
so,
man.
we're
Wow.
going to be getting to know Weeb a little bit more. I know just due to your nickname Weeb, you probably like anime.
What is that?
Yeah, that now I know you're lying.
No, yeah, I do watch a lot of anime.
So if I were to ask you a simple question, one is favorite anime of all time, and two is favorite recent anime.
Favorite anime of all time has to probably be it's a toss up between Cowboy Bebop and Neon Genesis Evangelion. Because
I actually was just watching Evangelion on Netflix this week.
I'm not a fan of the Netflix dub. I'll be honest. Like
No,
I don't like it so much that not to interrupt you, but this website that I followed, I don't remember what it's called actually, but they had a sale of the collector's edition of that was me opening up my cabinet, by the way, to see if I had the receipt somewhere. But they had a sale of the special edition Evangelion series, which has both the original Japanese dub, the original 90s English dub, and the Netflix dub. And I got my hands on that. It was pretty pricey, but I did it because that's the only way I enjoy it. I sound like such an elitist, but I really am not a fan of the Netflix dub.
No, you like what you like.
Yeah, exactly. You like what you like, but
yeah, exactly.
Yeah, like they changed Shinji's voice. I think that's the biggest difference that I see. And then I think in the 90s, and please correct me if I'm wrong, but I hear it. So like Asuka Langley she was my favorite until I found out what Cowboy Bebop was, and I found Faye. But she's always been like she was like my first favorite anime girl was Asuka. And she's German. So like to me in the 90s version, didn't she have more of a German accent?
No, but she did speak German like as part of her character introduction, I believe.
Yeah, she didn't speak it or like she didn't have an accent because she was still because at the time she was still in English, like just I think I forget who her actor or voice actor was, but yeah, she couldn't do the accent unless she was speaking German. I guess if that makes sense.
Yeah, it makes sense. But yeah, no, Asuka, I love Asuka. So, but so fun fact about Evangelion. So you know that the creator of it actually wrote Evangelion in a mental hospital. Like he checked himself in. He knew that he needed to, so he self-checked himself in. And his therapy actually was writing, and he wrote all of Evangelion while checked in. And all the children, like we can have a whole episode on it, but like all the children are certain times of his personality. So like you take Ray, who is just subservient to everything. So that's like him being subservient to like, in his life. And then you have Shinji as his depression phase. You have Asuka, which is like the needing to show off, but yet failing at everything that he does. Like there's just so many like certain dynamics that go through in that series. It's incredible. Like I didn't like Evangelion when I first watched it, and then I read that about it, and I rewatched it, and I'm like, oh my god, this is so much better.
Oh yeah, it's crazy.
Where did you read that he wrote it in an institution? Because I remember he wrote or based on his writings, like when he went to therapy was where I remember hearing it, that he would like he took a lot of his diagnosed like mental well not surveys, but like for lack of a better word, surveys that his therapist or psychologist would say is what he based on the different episodes. Because yeah, Neon Genesis has a lot of mental health like not plots but like aspects to it that it kind of relates to a lot of his like clinical depressions and whatnot. Like,
I mean, I thought it was that he checked himself in and he wrote either all of it or most of it while being in a mental
because you're kind of right. The characters that he wrote were parts of like his own psychological elements. Like they each represent different aspects of his character.
Yeah. So
like each kind of like not to cut you off again, or let me just get this final thing in. But like each of his each of the characters like main problems that they had to deal with and overcome in this show were like they're like his own, like they were reflections of his own trials and tribulations that he experienced during the making of it. That's why he remained, like, I guess technically he was not happy with the ending originally, because it was when he was at a dark mental place, so he wrote it based on that, and it was not actually the intended writing or intended finale he wanted, which is why one of the reasons why the end of Evangelion movie, or the Rebuild series, were made, because they kind of like take place in an alternate universe where he was in a better mental state, so he wrote different characters in, different plot points, a different ending altogether, because they kind of like it's. He said he likes the original because it's a self-reflection of who he was at the time, and but he also likes the Rebuild series because he was able to give it more attention from a healthier standpoint. But he still he likes both of them equally. He doesn't have a favorite.
Yeah. So I don't know. I remember reading something very close to that, so I might be misrepresenting it. But I remember reading something very close when I first. I mean, but you're also looking at this as late 1990s to early 2000s is when I actually first watched it. I mean, it came out 90 in. I'm trying to think. End of Evangelion came out like 97, 98 or something like that, and Genesis came out, I believe, in like 95 or something like that. So, yeah, but no,
95.
it's So if you haven't watched it, I mean, I'd be very surprised if a lot of our listeners haven't. But if you haven't, it's a really, really good anime series. I mean, it's one of the best. So
Kind of a good way to self-reflect as well.
What'd you say, Chris?
I said no disagreement there, except I gotta say, Faye, not so much. I'm more of a Ryoku from Tenchi Muyo.
Okay.
Gotta get yourself a strong woman.
Yeah. So, Ryan, what's your thought on it?
I have barely watched any animes in my entire life.
That's why I asked.
I did watch one recently. I told you about it. It was you said you were surprised I was watching anything, but especially that one because it was based off of, I don't know. It was some new one on like Amazon or something. I can't even remember the name of it at this point.
Was it Demon Slayer?
No. Oh God, I can't remember the name of it for the life of me. I apologize.
Yep.
But it was hilarious. I will say that.
Yep.
What is it? Invincible?
No, it was a legit anime style, like anime.
Rising of Shield Hero?
No, it was a newer one. It's only had one episode. It was, I can't remember even what it was.
Because Invincible was brutal and it was awesome. I don't know if you've seen it.
I watched two because I watched one based off of like some kind of I think video game or board game that's on Netflix. That was really cool.
I was going to add back to Chris's comment about the best waifu. I think it's Yura from Inuyasha. If you don't know who she is, look her up. She's I guess her title was Yura of the Demon Hair.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, here's one I watched. It's called Seven Deadly Sins. That's one I watched.
Okay. Yeah. That's a good one.
Yeah. Going back to Inuyasha, I like Sango.
Yeah, she's a
black one-piece suit.
Yeah.
Nice curve in the body of her. Yeah,
I could get behind that.
Yeah, I would. So here we are, almost 40 years old, and we're talking about cartoon characters.
It's anime.
Anime, yeah, sorry. Difference is anime.
So. It's art.
What have you been playing, Weed?
So yeah, other than Call of Duty, juggling between that, Halo Infinite, Destiny 2, they had their Guardian Games event. It's like a Olympic style for class, like for each of the classes.
Mm-hmm.
Came out just this week. Yeah, Halo Infinite's season pass came out this week, and Call of Duty's came out like about a week ago now.
Mm-hmm.
So it's hard judging or juggling, between three different things, 2 new season passes and one like a limited time event. I also started playing Fireteam Elite, Aliens Fireteam Elite recently. Like I bought
Is
played
that
it a lot
back
at
on
launch.
Game Pass?
No, I own it. Like I bought it digitally for when it came out, and then I put it down after a while, and then they have added so much new content to it now, and or I guess since then, not recently, but since launch, there's a lot of content that I missed out on that they released over the period of its first couple of months, and going back to it now, it feels like brand new, and
Nice.
it's fun to just turn off your brain and just empty a fucking barrel into a hallway full of xenomorphs crawling all over there.
There you go.
Yeah.
I agree. Ryan, what about you? What have you been playing?
Not much has changed in that regard. I actually been playing a lot more of the Division 2 to prepare for all the upcoming content they have coming out. They actually have, after that time where they didn't do anything but replay seasons, they're actually very soon. They just did the all the testing for it. I forget what it's called, but they're coming out with a bunch of new content and a new mode and a full year of new seasons and new content. So I've been preparing for that and playing a lot of the Division 2.
Gotcha.
And I actually joined a clan. I've actually been playing with other people. Went into the Dark Zone, all that stuff that I wasn't doing before.
Wait.
Whoa, what?
Yeah, so shout out to the
content?
shout out to the deplorable crew. That's my clan. Yeah. Oh yeah, I'm level 50 in the Dark Zone now. I'm max level.
Jeez, when me and Dan were trying to get you in there, your exact response was,
Yeah, I was like, fuck that shit. But yeah, no, I went in there. I went in there by my own the one night. You're always hesitant around other players. Like, are they going to try and fuck me over? What's up? And I was facing off with this dude, and all of a sudden he sends me a join request, and next thing I knew, there I am.
making friends.
Making friends in the webs.
Yeah, but yeah, if you go on my PlayStation friends list, it's pretty much now, other than you guys, it's pretty much just all people playing the fucking Division 2 all the time. Yeah, nice. that and I recently, just to check out the state of the game and where things are, I actually re-downloaded Battlefield 2042.
It's actually not at a terrible spot.
I've played it. I played it quite a few nights. I've been enjoying it actually.
Yeah, it's not where it needs to be yet. I have no problem saying that. But with the new season coming out here in a couple weeks,
I believe there's a new specialist that's supposed to be coming with that's been teased.
And they're reworking the entire specialist class on those games too.
They've been really working on nerfs and buffs and things that need fixing in certain areas, like certain weapons that they've been trying to balance things out.
No, and that's the one thing I will say. Every Battlefield game I've ever played, the first 6 months suck. After the first 6 months, you get that grace period of where the developers, all right, you know what, let's own up to our mistakes. Let's do what people want, and they actually listen to the fans. We want a scoreboard. We want more chaotic gameplay.
Yeah, there's a scoreboard. It isn't standard there. You have to hold the start. What would be the start button on PlayStation 5? You have to hold that down during any point in the match, and it'll show you how things are going.
Yeah.
So I can actually see how many times I've died now, and it is jarring. Because I play Battlefield, but I suck.
Oh, yeah, no, I'm right there.
I average double-digit deaths.
But I mean, and again, every week they're bringing they're this past week they had hardcore mode on there where you shoot somebody in the chest, they're not walking away.
they've done like a sniper, even in normal the only one game mode I play, which is all out war. Like if you have a powerful sniper rifle, it really doesn't matter where you hit them. If it's from the chest up, it's one shot now. Which I was like, thank you God, because that makes sense. Because if I have a sniper rifle equipped and I shoot somebody in the head, they better not be fucking standing.
Exactly.
Speaking of one-shot snipers, this past 420, Call of Duty Vanguard released a skin for a operator skin called for Snoop Dogg, and he came with a weapon, was a sniper rifle called the Bong Ripper. That's a one-shot to anywhere.
Of course, Juan brings that up.
Oh yeah, dude, I had to get it. You kidding me?
Juan's like the Bong Ripper. I used that shit yesterday. Oh, it's a weapon. Oh fuck.
May or may not be the reason why I'm currently muting. I cannot confirm nor deny.
That's also the Xbox username he tried to use before he found out it was taken. Bong Ripper.
Interesting.
And this entire time in the background, I've been trying to look up the name of that one fucking anime I watched. I think it was on Amazon Prime. That was hilarious, and I still can't find it. Because I want to let everyone know if they haven't seen it.
Gotcha.
It was that good. Like, I enjoyed it.
I'm just still in shock that you're in a clan.
Yeah.
Like, I'm still in shock. Like, I have no words.
Well, I play with these guys enough to where I was like, fuck it.
Like, I guess I'll join your group.
Yeah. You know, they already get the ground rules with me. Like, don't jump into my fucking game randomly. I hate that shit. Give me a heads up if you're going to do that. Because when there's two players, it scales up the enemies, how much damage they can take and how much they put out. So you got to give me a heads up if that shit's going to happen.
I get it.
Is that why you ignored my chat request on yesterday?
I was playing Battlefield when you sent me that request. I was in the middle of a match, and my headphones were across the room. So I looked at the request. I looked at where the headphones were, and I said, I was about to say I'm killing motherfuckers, but I'm getting killed a lot right now. I ain't got time for shit. I'm just happy because if you remember when the game first came out and we were all playing Battlefield 2042, there was that one specialist I wanted to use that I advocated for. If you remember, Dozer, because when they gave the brief description, a biography of each specialist, his was just like basically, I don't remember exactly what it said. It just said he was a big, strong guy, and everyone else had this elaborate background. And I was advocating, like, hey, Dozer should have more of a background. Maybe he's a gentle giant who likes to bake cupcakes. We don't know. Why can't you say more? I finally can play as Dozer because if you remember, his shield had a bug. His shield was bugged to where it was literally indestructible. Like you couldn't do anything to him when it was up. So they actually completely removed his shield. He had no special ability other than being able when the game first came out. So I couldn't use him, and I'm finally able to use him now. After I almost completely teared up two other characters, but
who was the one with the grappling hook?
McKay, that's the guy I was playing at for a while after I unlocked him.
Yeah.
I almost tier 1'd him, but then I realized Dozer was usable, so I said, fuck this shit.
Nice.
Hell yeah.
So
I'm actually tier 1 as 2 weapons, and tier 1 is a complete level now. I'm actually like tier 5.
Nice.
Yeah. No, it's look, for naysayers out there, it's still a very all-out war with 120 players when you can actually get 164 players on a team at this point, because there are times you can't. It is still a just completely nuts and fun experience. Yes, it can be frustrating if you go onto it with the wrong mindset. Like, you're not going to be some dominant fucking animal like some other players are. Like, you'll see guys with like 40-something kills and 3 deaths. 2 things. One, they're probably in some kind of helicopter or vehicle, or 2, they're really fucking good, and they've been playing games like this for a while. You're not going to be at that level. Don't go into it thinking if you don't dominate, you're some kind of jackass who shouldn't even bother. Just have fun with it. It's nuts. It's wild. You're going to get killed by tanks and helicopters. It can be frustrating. Just fucking enjoy it. It's absolutely insane. I finally got killed by a guy who strapped C4 to a fucking 4-wheeler. And I almost sent him an actual personal message to congratulate him, going, "That was fucking hilarious."
So in other words, we got to get some streams together again. We're playing Battlefield.
It's still fun. You just have to do it on the right day and the right time, because the player count did go down, and there are times and days where you can't get 60, where there are a bunch of bots on teams.
Yeah.
Which really takes away the fun, but I don't really mind it when that happens, because it really amps up my ability to get a kill count.
Got it.
Yes. Yeah, I definitely agree there.
Yep.
It helped me tier 1 a couple weapons, I'm not going to lie.
Yeah. So,
Like, oh shit, it's bots? I shoot you. It's boop, 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 boop. When you get killed by a bot, though, then you really feel like an asshole. Like, fuck.
Nice. Chris, what about you?
Yeah, I've been playing a lot of Destiny recently, just with the new expansion that came out. Yeah,
Okay, well, we'll skip you then.
It kind of revived the game for me for a little bit, and then I've just been back and forth. I was right there with Ryan. We weren't playing together, but we were playing the same game. Battlefield. It feels a lot better than it did at launch.
Well, that's also one of the negatives still about Battlefield, is that, you can't, we can't exactly, if we were playing, we could have been playing on the same game, and we might not even have fucking known.
Yeah. But, there's that, and, I've been playing some Assassin's Creed Valhalla, actually, just because I haven't beaten that game.
Yeah, they just came out with a new DLC not that long ago.
I gotta beat the core before I worry about buying that.
Yeah, it's all about you actually play as Odin in that one.
Huh.
It looks cool.
Yeah, the whole thing is mythological.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So that was another good game.
Yep. So, so I'll kind of go down with what I've been playing, and what the hell has been going on, of why we haven't recorded.
Yeah, I haven't seen you on. You've been playing PC a lot, apparently. I have not seen you on PlayStation 5 at all, other than when you tried to voice chat me.
I haven't even been on PC, like you think. So a couple of things happened. So real life hit me hard at the end of January. So I will not go into personal names, but what we will say is that my job that I was at, a new VP came in, and he doesn't know his ass from a hole in the ground. And there was a lot of things that he asked me to do that I feel were very unethical. So I made a very, very, very hard choice, but to decide to look for a new job.
Hold on, Dan. I'm getting a teddy bear. Where did he touch you?
No, nothing like that. But he does look like the guy that your parents like the uncle that your parents warn you about.
Oh, he's the guy. He's that guy in the posters that's not allowed near a school.
Yeah, he kind of looks like that.
Kind of like how Juan is allowed near gorillas.
Yeah, he's same exact thing. No, he just he very much doesn't really know what he's talking about, and really didn't know what he was doing, or really still doesn't know what he's doing.
Hold on, just a quick note. I'm not making light of what you think. I was just making light of it all. I am totally just making fun of Dan's former VP.
Yeah.
I want to emphasize that.
Yes, I get it. And it's harsh, but I mean, it's a harsh reality. And I got to the point where I really was not being motivated to really do anything. I wasn't motivated to do the podcast. I wasn't motivated to stream. I wasn't motivated to play any games. And I just got to the point where it was just like, I can't do this anymore. I started, I've talked about it before, and I think the final draw was with it, and I don't mean to be a pity party, so this is the last thing that I'm trying to do. But just, I want to be transparent with everybody. When you come home, and everybody knows that my daughter is my life. I talk about my daughter all the time. When she comes home and she says, Daddy, did you have a good day or a bad day so I know what to do? I went, okay, it's time for a change. That means I'm taking it home
But you always said you had a good day.
Yeah. I mean, I always did say I had a good day, but obviously there's always been times you always pick up on things.
You always tell Minnie woo woo was a good day.
Yeah. Exactly. But obviously, kids pick up on things, and that's all I'm going to say.
Kids can read you like you don't believe.
And it just started to affect. So I went into a very, very big search for a new position. I ended up getting a new position, which is absolutely wonderful. I love the company I'm working for. I've been working for them for about 2.5 months now, or a month and a half, 2.5 months, something like that. It's busy. It's basically doing a lot of the same work that I have been doing, but it is for a different hospital, different health system. I absolutely love where I'm at. I absolutely love the bosses that I have. I love the people that I work with.
And you're doing the same thing, right?
Yeah, I'm doing the same thing. The culture is so much different. There's collaboration to the point of when I came
You're not
home,
in a closet anymore? Again, that's
No,
not
I'm
a
not
joke.
sitting- no,
They
I'm not
literally
sitting-
moved him into an office that was the size of a closet in the last place
Yeah.
he was at.
Yep. In fact, my office that I have now has a L-shaped desk. Has 2 chairs in front of the L-shaped desk for
So you're
visitors.
at quadruple the space now.
Oh yeah, I have that. And then in the same area, I have a table that fits another 4 chairs around it. I have a fridge. I have a credenza. I mean, it's like it's probably about 5 times the size of what I had.
Oh, Dan has a bunch of those chairs in his office. We should all visit Dan at the office, guys.
You should. I won't lie. I don't deserve how big it is, but I'm very grateful for how big the office.
Look,
that I have is.
I'm not trying to be that guy, but I'm going to say I've known Dan. We've talked about how long I've known Dan for a long time. I know every detail about the work he's done. Dan definitely deserves an office that big.
No, I don't.
But
I appreciate it.
Humble man over here.
Yeah. So to the point of and literally, once again, I go back to my daughter, and my daughter turning to me and says, "Daddy, you smile a lot more now." So I know that the move was right.
Well, yeah, no shit, because you're home and you see her. So yeah, you're smiling.
So
who doesn't smile when you see that kid? Whenever I do this show at your house, you literally have to delay the show because I don't let you kick her away from me.
Yeah, basically.
She's adorable.
Yeah, she is. So so that took up a lot of time. So it just obviously was the reason that we haven't really, and it's solely me. I know that you guys wanted to, and
we're saying personal life happens.
Uh-huh.
We're sorry if you were a faithful listener and we've been away for a while. We apologize, but we don't do this for a living. We don't get paid for this. Life happens.
Yep. So basically that's what's been going on. Now, as far as what I've actually been playing besides real life, when I did play, I actually played. I started playing Horizon Forbidden West, which is really, really good. We played Elden Ring. It is. It's a lot of fun. Like I know. Oh yeah,
let's talk about that. Our time with Elden Ring, because we haven't done a show since I think that was about to come out or just came out. I don't even know if it was out yet when we did the show.
I think it was just about coming out. I think we'll probably say that for another episode because there's a lot with Elden Ring. Like Ryan, we got to get you back to Elden Ring, and Chris, now that we've done all of that,
I don't have it on my system anymore.
No, you got to get it back on your system because we can power you through.
I don't have the space for it anymore.
You get a damn SD drive. An M.2, man.
I thought you were going to say get a damn STD. I was like, look, I've had all of those. I'm not afraid of them. I'm immune.
All of them.
It's called Herpagon syphilis.
Yep. So no, we gotta power you through that. But no, we'll definitely talk about that. So we've been playing a hell of a lot of Elden Ring, playing Forbidden West. Like I said, Ryan, I know that you are not a big person for like the dinosaur mech.
I've said it on the show before. I'm very much a visual and style guy, and for some reason, like that setting doesn't do it for me. But I have heard nothing but good things about it.
It's an amazing fun game. I'm like after we get done.
I've heard nothing about good things about the game itself and the main character. Like people love her.
Yeah, she's awesome. Like it's so much fun. They corrected a lot of things in the first one to the second one, which was really good.
Oh, that's good. That's a good step because a lot of companies don't do that.
Yeah. We won't get into that.
Battlefield.
Did that? Yeah, Battlefield.
Battlefield. The Division, as much as I love it.
That I picked up. What is it? I've been playing Ghostwire, which is interesting.
I've heard good things.
Ghostwire. I picked up the Uncharted. Actually, I picked up the Uncharted yesterday.
The Legacy?
The Legacy Edition.
With
the upgraded visuals and all that. I never played 4.
With all four games.
No, this is just Uncharted 4 and Lost Legacy. It's only the only 2, but they upgraded
so it's only got one of the games.
2 of them.
Right.
Yeah, sure.
But there's no Nathan Drake. It doesn't count to me, man. That's his series. It's like having Indiana Jones without Indiana Jones.
Yeah. But you don't have to play
There's nothing against the game itself. Look, I'm not saying that. I know people might attack me because it's because there's girls. No, it's just because Nathan Drake is basically the Indiana Jones of that series. It doesn't make sense to have a game called Uncharted without him to me.
True. So I've been playing that. So that's really kind of what I've been playing with that. But I'm going to turn this over to Chris because Chris, one of the things that we are doing differently with our shows is you guys hear me talk way too much. So we're passing the torch to different hosts and different topics. So Chris, this is your episode. So take it away, man. What's the topic you wanted to talk about?
All right. So one of the things I actually wanted to bring up was Blizzard Activision. And, it's no secret that they had a lot of issues going on in that company, especially when it came to the harassment and the work culture that they had going on. Well, apparently they have a new VP who is who's actually putting the foot down on things and is actually doing stuff about it.
Okay.
So, they're making...
Are you taking notes, Ubisoft?
Yeah, no kidding. Because they're literally making like workplace policies that other companies have, and they're now introducing them in their workplace. So you can't fart in your hand and throw it in an employee. You can't sexually harass your coworkers.
Oh, so they're basically enforcing things that should be the case. Like a girl can literally show up to work dressed a certain way, and it's just because she's comfortable. You can't exactly say something perverted to her.
Exactly.
Oh, you should be doing that in the first place.
Well, look, Dan, we're talking about society in general here. People are fucking stupid.
Yeah.
Which we'll get into later if you let me do the thing I talked to you about earlier.
It's kind of refreshing seeing that, again, this is something that's been going on with Blizzard and Activision, especially Activision, since the early 2000s, that just never changed. And times have changed since 2005. You can't say half the stuff you could back then on public television. No. Did I break up?
No,
I can still hear you. Yeah, I still got you. Nobody else was talking because we're letting you go, man.
Oh, no. So it's refreshing to see a company finally actually kind of like taking charge and trying to make something like that right, especially in the gaming industry when it's already critiqued enough and everybody thinks that what do you do? Oh, you're a video game designer. So what? You're just like hanging out all the time at work and just eating Doritos.
Thinking Mountain Dew.
Mountain Dew.
Which is the dumbest perception I've ever heard. If people knew what it took to make a fucking video game.
Yeah.
Especially the way games are now compared to how they used to be, how elaborate they are. There's a reason fewer games come out these days because they take so fucking long and so much hard work to make. And these poor developers, they get so much shit, but they literally have no say-so in all the decisions that happen.
Yeah, no, a lot of that comes
from... They just literally do what they're told.
Yep.
And they try to make the best of it.
I think one of the sad things when it comes to this is that we actually have to create a position for that. Really think about it. I think there should be a position.
I think there should be a position at every company that's a person that is the buffer between the developers and the higher ups. Somebody that is in a position of power that can protect the developers and has say so with the higher ups. There needs to be a buffer. That when somebody says, no, we promised, we need this release date, we promised that that's what they want, that somebody that with a brain can say, that's not fucking happening.
Well, that's the producer.
They want these fans won't care if you delay the game or how many times you delay it because they just want a solid working fucking game.
Yeah, I mean, that's the directors and the producers. What I'm talking about with the Activision thing and all of that.
We need someone with balls, is what I'm saying, then, to look at those guys in the suits and say, we have shareholders and we promised them this. Well, you can tell them to fuck off. Because we have to, if you want money, we have to release a solid working game. We cannot just release shit that needs 8 patches to be working correctly in 6 months.
Yeah, but I think what Chris is talking about is the whole thing with Bobby Kotick or Kotick or whatever the heck his name is.
Oh, we're using names?
Yeah.
Okay.
No, I mean like him and the toxicity around female developers and the harassment that they got, right, Chris? That's what you're getting at, right?
Yes.
Yeah. So they actually hired somebody. So she's the VP that promises change in that. So it's not necessarily crunch what you're talking about, Ryan. It's more of the actual environment.
I
that
apologize.
They're working
I just kind of went off on a tangent. I apologize. Plus, I don't even like to think about the environment that those girls had to work in. It's just stupid to me.
I mean, you
is.
You don't even have that. I mean, it's not just women too. I mean, the ones that we hear about are women. But I mean, any type of,
because those are the prominent ones. That's a serious fucking problem. But even it was basically like high school, from what I understand.
Yeah, it's like it was popular crowd and all of that, and it's like anybody who even identified differently, got basically things said about them. I mean, I want to open this up.
Which is another thing that is a good thing that is changing and evolving in the gaming world.
Yeah. What's your thought on this? Like, you've been quiet. I know that you're new, so kind of just jump on in. We'll be quiet. What's
literally,
your thought?
no, anytime, even if we're talking, if we're quiet for a moment, we just be like, I apologize, but then talk.
Yeah.
You can unmute your mic now.
Yeah, unmute.
Put the bong down.
No, I'll admit, I was half paying attention. I was playing a free-for-all match because Godzilla's skin came out on Call of Duty.
All right, so we were talking about the hostile work environment in Blizzard and Activision, and how there's a new VP who's changing that.
Oh, I hope that it's not just a series of promises and they actually act upon them, because what the previous the CEO did of just stepping down when shit started hitting the fan was the most unprofessional thing I've ever fucking heard of. Like, instead of fingers were being pointed at him and he just said, "Nah, I'm done with this shit," and he left. And none of the problems were ever addressed. So now that they have a new head, I think that the saying and doing are two different things. So she can make all the promises she's right now and then turn around and No, I think she'll keep her promises. Oh no, I hope so. It's just right now I don't want to hear about the promises.
No, it's the fact that I will say it simply for the fact that she is a woman in the gaming world and she's fucking done with that shit. She's not going to tolerate it. I don't think it's going to be empty promises.
No, I'm not saying empty promises. It's
I know
I'd
you're
rather
not saying
see
that.
them be performed than hear about them before they happen. Because I want to just.
I believe she's actually actively doing it right now, though.
That's good.
She's actively making those changes. If you're a problem developer or a problem any position in the office, you're going to be out.
As it should have always been.
Definitely.
Yeah.
You're out, man. You can't. No, you can't fucking do that. Just let people be what that job is supposed to be. Enjoy life, making fucking video games. It's a dream job. Leave them alone and let them enjoy it. I'm speaking to people in the business and fans at the same time when I say that.
Doing the same thing you do, and
they enjoy making the games that we play. And I'm speaking to people in the positions in gaming and fans as well. Fuck off and let them enjoy their job. They're doing the best they can. Is it always perfect? No. Leave them the fuck alone. Now you know what they were dealing with, so leave them the fuck alone.
Yeah. So the person that we're talking about, instead of just referring to her as her, is Jessica Martinez, and she
I didn't know her
is-
name.
Yeah, I know. She's head of culture. She actually is a 14-year veteran of Disney. So she used to work for
Oh,
Disney.
so she knows her shit. She worked for a serious
Oh, yeah.
fucking company.
Oh yeah, she worked for a serious company.
Wow.
Obviously Disney. So yeah,
Yeah, Disney does not fuck around. They are
No,
all
they don't.
about. They are all about moving forward.
Yeah. So no, yeah, it's just I think it's a great move when it comes to it.
Hiring
You
her
know.
was a great move because if you're going to make changes like that, you need to hire a female
Yep.
in that position.
Well, I mean, I don't think you need to
That's-
hire a female.
No,
Let's put some context around it.
No,
you need
I'm
to
not-
hire somebody that's an agent of change.
Yes, but you got to understand what I'm saying here. With the major condition that Chris was bringing up, as far as what was happening with the women and what needed to change, you need a woman to guarantee that change is happening because she's not going to take that shit. I'm endorsing it.
Yeah.
I'm
Yeah.
saying that needed to fucking. If it was anyone else, but if it was a dude, I would be skeptical because it's her. I'm like, good.
Yeah.
Make it happen.
Yeah. So, yeah, no, Chris, that's what you got any more thoughts on that? What's your final thing on that?
No, it's about time. Unfortunately, though, it's too late. I mean,
I'm waiting for Bobby to be gone. Like to me, Blizzard and Activision will not see change.
Well, sadly, change never happens until the bad shit does.
Yeah.
So no one is proactive about this shit ever.
Yeah.
The bad shit happens. People call them out on it. Bad things happen to the company, and then that's when they change. They're never proactive. They turn the suits turn a blind eye until they have to make a change. That's pretty much how it works everywhere in the world.
Yep. So.
And then the other topic I kind of want to bring up was, and it's something that we've kind of discussed here and there, but we haven't done it on a podcast, is the new PlayStation subscription lineup.
Oh yeah.
Let me hear it.
PS Plus tier.
We got the three tiers. We have the Essential, the Extra, and the Premium. The Essential, not much is changing. That's just PlayStation Plus we all have been paying for. The Extra, it's about $15 a month, and it does come with a couple extra things, so
$50 more a month.
When did this change happen?
It's happening in June.
Yeah, it's happening in June. So
okay, let's discuss this.
So, like the premium, the top of the line one that you're paying $18 a month for, it's going to give you about 340 games to play, and it's
18 months, $18 extra
a month.
No, hold on. No. So
it's
we have
$19.99 monthly period, right? Like if you were to get the PlayStation Plus Premium, so it's only going to add about $8 a month to your current subscription.
No, Chris, you're messing this up. First off, hold on. Okay, let's start this over. Okay, PlayStation Plus. There's three tiers. There's PlayStation
like
Plus.
That. He's not messing it up. There's
PlayStation Plus Essential. There's PlayStation Plus Extra, and then PlayStation Plus Premium. Your PlayStation
That's what he said.
Plus. Well, but the pricing is different. Your PlayStation Plus Essential is still $60 a year or $10 a month. Your Plus Extra is $15 a month.
That math doesn't make sense.
Yeah, it's $15 a month or $100 a year. It's less money to pay for a whole year upfront than it is to pay monthly. And then,
which is a smart move, actually.
Yep, and then it's PlayStation Premium, which is
if you pay for a year, you're paying for half.
Yeah. It's PlayStation Plus Premium, which is $18 a month and $120 a year. Chris, I'll let you go into each tier, what each tier does. So PlayStation Plus Essential does...
That allows you to go online. It gives you the normal benefits that you already have right now. It doesn't really change anything. You still get a couple free games, but nothing else changes.
Yeah, which is fine.
Yeah, which is fine. There's nothing wrong with that. the extra tiers are going to they're going to add games. So for just as an example, the premium tier, I think they're going to add up to 340 additional games, including PS3 games that are available through cloud streaming.
This sounds like it's worth the price.
Nope. PlayStation Plus Extra has the
I
whole catalog of.
I was talking.
Has the whole. The Premier.
He's talking about the Premier, not Extra, like the top of the line.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're still getting it wrong. I'm sorry. Go ahead. Just finish up.
I'm reading it off of.
Let him finish.
Finish it. Yeah, finish.
I'm reading it off the
Sorry.
the PlayStation blog website. So I mean, you're getting about 340 games. You're going to get PlayStation 3 cloud streaming games, and you're going to get a plethora of games from the PlayStation 2, PlayStation, PSP generations as well. Cloud streaming access to original PlayStation, PlayStation 2, PSP, and PS4 are going to be offered in the extra and premium tiers where PlayStation Now is. So they're pretty much eliminating PS Now to bring on the PlayStation Plus premium and extra, these new tiers. With that, they're also going to add time-gated trials for games, so you can download the game and have like 2-3 hours to play said game. Not in all games, of course, but they'll have a limited selection in the beginning. But the one thing is that they're charging. The one thing that's going to hurt them a little bit is that they're going to be charging more than Xbox Game Pass for the monthly subscriptions.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I was looking it up. But for extra, it's $8 more a month, and then premium is $10 more a month.
Yep.
Yeah. So what I was looking at with it,
Dan was viewing something that showed a different perspective.
Yeah. So the way that I'm reading this and
so we'll find out what the actual thing is, but we're right now we're about to hear a second perspective.
Yeah.
Although Chris was reading it from PlayStation itself. I will emphasize that.
Yeah. So like obviously the essential is basically your same one. And Chris, you're right. I think the premium, it has basically the streaming of the PS1, PS2, PSP games.
I was gonna discredit this, but it sounds like it's worth the price.
Yeah, it's PlayStation 3 streaming games, and then I think the biggest thing in the mid tier to then the premium tier, and this is where I think it's getting confusing for people, is that it's a downloadable catalog of 400 PlayStation 5 and PlayStation 4 games.
So Chris, your number actually underscored the amount of games they're actually allowing.
Oh, yes.
Correct. So there's 400 PlayStation 5/PlayStation 4 games that are downloadable like you do with Game Pass. Like you actually download the game and you can play it, and then if you get rid of Game Pass, they're not available to you.
So basically, Premium is their version of Xbox Game Pass.
Premium is their version of Xbox Game Pass, but it gives you PlayStation 3, PlayStation 2, PlayStation 1, and PSP games on a streaming platform.
So I can play like God of War and Uncharted PSP games on my PlayStation 5?
Yes.
That's awesome.
Yep.
I don't see that.
Sorry, Chris. I'm sorry, Chris. I didn't mean to.
No.
You're right.
No. Yeah, you're reading the post I'm reading is a little older than yours.
Well, maybe they upgraded it.
Yeah. So
I'm looking at one that's from March. Yeah, I see. It says from original PlayStation, PlayStation 2, and PSP generations, download and play.
That's cool. That's really fucking cool.
Yeah, I mean, I'm all for the premium tier.
Yeah, when I was questioning when I said let's discuss this earlier, I was about to question them offering different tiers for extra money, but yeah, no, that sounds completely worth it if you're a hardcore gamer who wants to play some old school games. You have to pay extra money because that's a huge fucking catalog, and they're not asking for much money for that size. That is huge catalog. They could legit ask for 120. They could legit ask for an extra $60 for that size if they wanted to.
No, yeah, I agree 100%. Anybody who does own, an Xbox or PlayStation 5 and you're not paying for Game Pass or you're not going to subscribe to the PS Plus Premium, you're not getting the most out of your dollar. right there. I
Well,
can
that's
tell you
also
that.
some people can't financially
Well,
do that.
no,
And some people are not. Some people are casual and they're not hardcore like we are. You know what I mean? So they're not gonna pay for that extra.
Even from a casual standpoint, though,
You can
you know,
enjoy
let's say-
old games. It's
yeah,
not much money.
no, it's. I mean,
How much did you say it was? I had a brain fart.
The highest caliber is $18 a month.
Is that 18 added to the 60?
No.
Like if you pay
total.
yearly, I'm saying.
If you pay yearly, you would have to pay double for. So it's $119.99.
Oh, and so it's what I said. It would make sense for it to be double because that is a huge catalog of games.
Yeah, exactly. It's a huge catalog.
That is a massive. You're lucky they're only asking you to pay double, actually, because that is a. They could ask for a lot more if they wanted to. That is a massive catalog of games. Good for PlayStation. That's an awesome move.
Like right now, the only thing that makes Game Pass more appealing to the average Joe is the computer access, the cloud streaming, and
Well, I wouldn't say the average Joe. It's the average hardcore gamer.
The average gamer out there, you got the streaming, you get the cloud streaming, which PlayStation does have now as well. But when you can,
but for Xbox, it's if you PC as well. That's
I mean,
so that's not the average gamer.
I would also like that.
That's why I'm saying it's a pretty hardcore gamer. It's not an average gamer if you use PC as well.
True, but right now
I was going to say another good addition with
Hold
Game Pass.
on, what's up, Juan?
Yeah.
Juan, what's
I
up?
was saying another good thing that I think Game Pass or that PlayStation Plus should do that Game Pass is also currently doing, that's been doing really well for them, is having day one launches available on the subscription would be a really good way to push like for premium sales. If like because obviously it's like the most expensive one, so people will probably be hesitant for it.
Having day one of games like day one releases, so people can test them out, and then they will buy the game if they love it.
If people see like, oh hey, upgrade to a PlayStation Plus Premium for
how long does Xbox
more or whatever.
I apologize for asking. I don't own an Xbox, but how long does that premium pass last for your access to a newly released game?
What are you talking about? Like on Game Pass? Like
you're talking about day one, like you're saying day one access. How long does that last for?
Halo forever.
Yeah. Like
so, do you not actually have to buy the game afterwards?
No, I have not bought like any AAA like Xbox partnered like game that has come out. I have not had to buy.
Okay, so I'm obviously I'm not an Xbox owner, so I'm not informed on this. But games can come and go from Game Pass, right?
Yes,
games that can come and go. Yeah, like certain games that are like not partnered
so
with them.
Would it be wrong for me as a fellow gamer to say that maybe they should cut access to those games from Game Pass earlier to get people to buy the games because that makes sense for them financially?
Essentially, that's kind of what they do because when a game is going to come out or going to get removed from Game Pass, they have a banner on the homepage of the system that tells you games that are leaving Game Pass soon, and to kind of get you to push like to buy those. Like, let's say you were playing something and you see it's getting removed in like next month. What they'll do is they'll put the game and they'll discount it. Like putting
do
it
they
on sale.
remove newer games, like day one release games, faster than other games?
Day one release games have never been removed. I have not bought Halo MCC, and it's still downloaded on my console.
That is interesting to me because I would think they would remove day one games after a certain, like they would give them a time frame just to get people to purchase the actual game.
Nope, only third-party games have removed.
Yeah, only third-party games get removed, and the reason they keep those first-party games on the subscription.
And those first-party games will probably never leave the subscription because it's a first-party game.
Because it pushes sale for the.
That's smart because it rewards their hardcore fan base, so that's very smart.
It rewards the hardcore, and it also welcomes the newcomers. Like, hey,
if you're a newcomer and you have a decreased subscription, you can try the game, but then you have to buy it. But if you pay for the premium and you have the premium access, you never actually have to buy the game. You just have it.
Yeah,
that's a smart move.
And then, if PlayStation wants to
it's not what I would
push
do.
Premium or extra like the same way. I think that would be a good move for them.
I gotta say, I'm kind of an asshole. If I was them, I'd put a time frame on day one release games and say, "Hey, you have access to it for this long, then you have to buy the fucking game." But yeah, okay, that's a smart move on their part. They keep their hardcore fan base.
Mm-hmm.
Well,
and they reward them by paying for the premium service by saying, now you have access to this game basically forever because it's a first party game, so we're not going to fucking remove it.
Yeah, and you gotta look at it too financially for Game Pass and for PlayStation
Well, it
Plus.
makes sense. They're gonna make the same amount or more money because people are gonna keep paying for the Game Pass
You
to have
make more.
access to the games.
You make more. Let's just say the average
It's
gamer
instead of
buy
160 and paying for $160 game, you're paying for Game Pass for all of
exactly.
them. Okay, yeah, okay, thank you. I was just curious.
Okay, glad to inform.
Yes, because I only have PlayStation, so I'm curious how this works to see how I'm gonna move forward with my purchasing of these services.
And vice versa to me, looking at these plans, and I want to see like how it is at launch.
I can tell you now, after you guys informing me about this, I am more than likely going to be purchasing this premium service.
Well, I'll be getting the
I
premium.
mean, oh, definitely.
I'm still shopping around for a PlayStation 5. Actually, that's a lie. I'm holding out until we're closer to KOTOR's remake. I'm gonna go a little bit off topic because if they make, and I know this is a slim chance because they haven't done so yet. If Sony releases a PlayStation 5 modeled after Star Wars, that's the one I'm picking up because I don't want to buy like not to say anything's wrong with the white one. I think the design is fucking cool, but yeah, I don't want to buy the white one and then see that they have like a Revan themed PlayStation 5 release and then immediately regret. I'm like, fuck, now I got to buy that one.
You know the shells are removable, and you can buy skins for them, or even
It's not the
different.
same, Chris. It's not the same if I don't get an officially EA Disney licensed Star Wars shell for the PlayStation 5.
Okay.
I know what I'm about. I want that so like it won't feel the same to me.
I get it. Well, that's all I had.
So Ryan, I got a question for you on this. Seriously, with you hearing about Game Pass, is this possibly pushing you into purchasing an Xbox?
I've always said I'd be willing to in the near future. It's just a matter of getting one and the right game coming out for me to get it. You know, I have to be motivated to why I need an Xbox. I don't need one right now.
What game could we tell Ryan to get where we would need an Xbox so he can play with us?
It has to be an exclusive. You know what I mean? If I can get it on PlayStation, I'm not getting an Xbox to play it on Xbox. They need an exclusive that motivates me to get it.
Starfield. The next Elder Scrolls.
We're gonna have to wait and see if is Elder Scrolls exclusive. We don't know.
Yep.
Yeah. No. Yeah.
They've already announced that it's exclusive.
Yeah.
My anger about that might motivate me to not buy one.
But
I mean,
at the same time, I mean, companies buy other.
If you want to enjoy it, you have to put your anger aside, because otherwise you're just gonna be angry that you can't play it, and that'll get you nowhere. To closer.
I'll get over that. I'll get over that real fast. I'll have God of War.
Yeah, which we got to talk about that. But
and it's no secret, Juan. You're new to the show, but it's no secret around here my love for the God of War franchise.
Oh man, I played 1, 2, and 3. I just
I played all of them.
Haven't played the recent one because I haven't gotten. I had never bought a PS4.
I played all of them. I mean, even the PSP ones. I bought a PSP just for God of War and Uncharted.
I mean, you also got to look like just as an example. These are future releases for, you got out for Game Pass. We got Fable, we got the second Outer Worlds, we got Arrowed, and then we got also the current games. You know, there's the Gears of War series, the Wasteland series, Sea of Thieves, which is actually a good one to play. The original Outer World, as well as the Crackdown series and Halo.
Yeah.
Wait, hold up. Did you just say they're bringing Crackdown back?
Crackdown 3 came back.
I didn't know.
Yeah.
All right. Is Terry Crews still involved?
Yes.
Fantastic. Yep. I love that guy.
So, but but I think that's going to do it. I think we're getting into other topics that we definitely need to, look at. Not look at, but that we're going to be talking about in future episodes. Basically, guys, we're back. We're back. I feel energized. I don't know about you guys, but I feel energized to be back. Weeb, I'm glad that you're joining us. Working on possibly another person, possibly. That's all I'm going to leave with that. So we got that going, but no, I'm just glad to be back. Check us out on Twitch. Definitely going to try to create more content on Twitch. We're definitely going to try to create some content on YouTube. Coming soon, we will be trying to move this podcast to a video format. So we will be going on YouTube and seeing us on there.
I'll apologize ahead of time for the fact that you'll have to look at us.
Yeah, but it's true.
And sometime in June, we'll have a series of off-roading videos.
Oh yeah, because you got the Jeep, you got the Save Point Jeep going.
I do.
And there's a good weird chance with everything weird that's been happening with me that you might see a stream for me when Division 2's new content comes out. We don't know.
Hey, I mean, I'm all for that. All for that, guys. So check us out, twitch.tv/thesavepointtv. Obviously, you're downloading us from wherever you're downloading us, so thank you for doing that. And with that, I'm out. You guys got anything else you guys want to say, or are you guys done?
No, we're good. I'm good.
We're good?
I am done.
Done? Awesome. Till next time, guys. See ya.
Peace.
Bye.